Hi everyone, welcome to OTech Talks session number 18.
Welcome to the OTech Talks podcast, where it's all about working on Oracle technologies. You will hear the latest Oracle tech information, and your host, Kashif Manzoor, brings together product overviews, how-tos, best practices, tips and tricks, and troubleshooting techniques.
Today we are going to discuss EBS Suite upgrade to release 12.2.4. What are the different steps and overview of the upgrade? And then in the second podcast, we will share with you the secret recipe of release 12.2.4 upgrade. What are the learning we have got from our experience, our professional life while doing number and different upgrade projects of EBS Suite. So first of all, let's understand how the support mechanism is in place right now for different releases of EBS Suite. EBS Suite sustaining support for release 11i is started on December 1st, 2013. And EBS Suite version 11.5.10.2 is being covered as an exception to sustaining support that's called as ESS until December 31st, 2015. So this ESS support will provide the updates during the support period to new fixes for Severity 1 production issues, legislative updates, payroll regulatory updates for US, Canada, UK and Australia for each country's fiscal years ending in 2014, US Form 1099-2013 and 2014 year-end updates, and critical patch updates CPU for security related issues. So these are part of ESS support for release 11i. EBS Suite 12.0.12.x premium support ends in January 2012 and extended support is till January 2015. That's the status of 12.x support, and 12.1 premier and extended support is available, and the premium support will end on December 31st, 2016, and extended support will end on December 31st, 2019. This is the status of 12.1 release, and the new or current release of EBS Suite, that is 12.2, premium support will end in September 2018 and extended support will end in September 2021. For that, we can check my Oracle support note if you want for any further information, 1495337.1. Now today, with the latest release of 12.2, the question comes, what should we do? Should we upgrade to 12.1 or 12.2? We knew that 12.2 is generally available from September 2013. So the criteria are the key learning points for upgrading to release 12.1. If we want to move from EBS Suite release which is below 11.5.10 and we don't have any upgrade project to 12.2. So then we don't have any choice to first upgrade to 12.1. And being a customer who's heavily complex environment and they want a stable version. For that, definitely we knew that 12.1.3 is a stable version. And we can also think about that we will go with 12.1.3 and we will stay over there until other customers will do some evaluation, they will do some successful upgrade to 12.2 and then we will follow the route of 12.2. In this case, we will have to go a phase-wise, two-phase approach. First to move to 12.1.3 and then stabilize it, use it, and then some later on we will move to 12.2.4. But if you want to plan for 12.2 or you want to directly go to 12.2, then we can see that one-time investment of time and resources and the cost of the project, and then we will directly go to upgrade our current version to 12.2. And there is another important factor to decide for 12.2 is online patching, that we see that this feature of 12.2 is required or mandatory for our environment. Then we can go ahead with the 12.2 upgrade, or we can want to use some other features of or enhancements being introduced in 12.2. For that we can also go with that, and we can also find out number of other information available on the Oracle support. What should we do now? As an architecture enhancements being introduced in release 12.2, on the database tier, we know that Oracle database 11G release 2 11.2.0.3 is available. Our minimum as a base version required with 12.2, because eBusiness Suite is going to use EBR, that's addition based redefinition feature, to enable online patching. On the application tier, the technology has changed on the eBusiness Suite side. So Oracle Fusion middleware is introduced with the Oracle WebLogic server, with the WebLogic JSP compiler, then the JRF files. So all these information as a part of eBusiness Suite release 12.2.4 is available. So which we need to decide it what we want to do. Similarly, as a new feature of 12.2 EB2 version, there are changes in the architecture side, and on the file system, 12.2 rapid install creates 3 file systems, FS, which we name it as FS1, FS2, and FS_NE. By creating and using these file system, release 12.2 allows one run file system, that's we call as FS1, to be part of the running system, while the other patch file system, FS2, is either being patched currently or waiting to be patched during the next patching cycle. So the FS1 will be used with the production, the live environment, and another FS2 will be available for patching. So the FS1 and FS2 file systems we sometimes referred as a dual file system, and we can swap the roles after the patching cycle. The third file system is called non-addition file system, which is used to store data that is needed across all the file systems. So these are the changes being introduced in eBusiness Suite release 12.2. Similarly, on the 12.2, online patching cycle is also changed, which is starting from to prepare, apply, finalize, cut over, and clean up. So these are 5 cycles or phases in online patching cycle. Now, suppose we are on release 12.1 or 11i, what we can do at the moment to plan our upgrade path. We can upgrade our EBS database to 11G release 2, because that's the minimum required for eBusiness Suite release 12.2. We can also, and if we don't have already converted our OATM table space, we can do that. We can also archive and purge eBusiness Suite data which is not required. It will help us to optimize the database size. We can evaluate the impact of release 12.2 on customizations and extensions, and we can catalog all the customizations deployed in production environment. We can list down, and then we can see what is required and what is not required as a part of upgrade project. We can also compile our custom code for the new versions. For that, what we need to do, we need to run the online patching readiness report and global standard compliance checker, which will help us to find out that our code is compliant with the 12.2. So that will help us to streamline the processes, and based on that, we are also going to review as a part of our secret recipe. Similarly, we can also review our existing hardware, and we can do a complete capacity planning on that it is required or we need to refresh our hardware. Now, very important part is if we are planning eBusiness Suite release 11.5.10 upgrade to 12.2. For that, we can divide the tasks into preparing for the upgrade, what are the optional, conditional, or recommended tasks are available. For that, we should follow Oracle eBusiness Suite Upgrade Guide Release 11i to Release 12.2. And the tasks are named as required, conditional, or recommended. So let's review quickly on high level what are the tasks required for upgrade. Database and system administration tasks, we need to apply 11i AD 1.7 patch set. We need to run terms utility and review terms report. That will help us based on the number of modules which we are using it. Convert to multiple organization architectures. This is a required step. Review sizes of old and new table spaces, a required step. Run AD preparation scripts, conditional step. Migrate existing objects to new table space model, it is recommended. Applications technology tasks and product specific functional tasks. So if we are using Oracle Financial Supply Chain, so based on number of modules, we need to follow the product specific functional tasks. Preparing for the upgrade, we need to see gather schema statistics as a required step. Install JRE on the database tier as a conditional step. Reset init.aura parameters required. Run rapid installed required. Synchronize values of Apple PTMP with UTR underscore file directory for PL SQL based concurrent requests as a required step. Perform a system backup. This is required as a common our practice to ensure that we can reutilize our backup. Migrate or upgrade your database to release 11G release 2. This is required because as a base version. As a part of upgrading 12 to 12.2, we need to disable AOL audit trail conditional step, shut down application tier listeners and concurrent managers required, migrate database to at least Oracle 11G release 2 required, update init.aura with upgrade parameters required, disable custom triggers, constraints and indexes conditional, drop MRC schema conditional, backup the database recommended, ensure the maintenance mode is enabled required. Apply AD 12.2 upgrade driver required, apply all consolidated upgrade patches cups required, run the American English upgrade patch driver required, disable maintenance mode required, reset init.aura parameters as a required step, backup Oracle applications recommended, review security practices or any other thing recommended. Finish the upgrade as a last step. Configure release 12.2 eBusiness Suite instance required. Configure applications client software for Forms applet required. Upgrade considerations for add-on localization products conditional step. Reapply customizations as a conditional step. Integrate custom objects and schemas conditional. Re-enable custom triggers, constraints and indexes conditional. Then as a part of online patching, in the release 12.2, all patching operations are carried out while the applications are in use and users are online. That's a part of our online patching feature. Patching is performed using the new Adobe AD online patching utility, and we need a very short time of downtime to switch over our run addition to patch addition. For that, we need to do enable online patching. This is as a mandatory step. For that, we need to apply release 12.2 patches and 12.2.2 and 12.2.3, 12.2.4 release update patches complete. All steps outlined in section 4 of upgrade guide. And for online patching, it consists of 5 levels: prepare, apply, finalize, cutover, and cleanup. For that, we can find out more information on the online patching as a feature on the Metalink on the Oracle support. As a post upgrade tasks, we need to apply latest AD and TXK for release 12.2. Mandatory steps for custom schema upgrade for 11i 12.0 or 12.1. Reset Oracle schema passwords recommended. Verify compilation of compile security concurrent program. Verify, it's a required step. Verify completion of concurrent programs recommended. Drop obsoleted product schemas optional. Drop dangling synonyms optional. Install online help recommended. Apply latest product patches required. Installs NLS upgrade patch driver and NLS online help conditional. Update and verify custom responsibilities conditional. Migrate custom development to new technologies recommended. migrate the custom library, conditional, copy and recustomize modified scripts or reports, conditional, copy existing custom start scripts, conditional, review user responsibility assignments, recommended. EBS release 12.2.4 RUP is available as patch. So we need to apply. It's around 4.2 GB patch for Linux x86 customers. For that, what I will do, number of documents I have referred to find out these steps as a part of, for you to give you a quick overview on the upgrade. I will mention all in the eBusiness Suite in the OTech Talks session 19 show notes. So you can find out on the otechtalks.tv. This session was to quickly just give you overview on the eBusiness Suite upgrade path, and you can refer my first session on eBusiness Suite.
Thanks for listening to the OTech Talks podcast, and be part of Tech Talks at otechtalks.tv. It's a turf to share ideas, insights, and innovations.